You know, most Tigers fans probably don't realize everything that goes on behind the scenes and even beneath the stands to help provide that perfect ballpark experience.
From the peanuts and Cracker Jacks to the brats and beer, there's a team of commissary workers making sure the stadium is supplied. And one of those team players has persevered despite life throwing him a lot of curveballs.
Here's our Alicia Smith with tonight's Detroit 2020 Person of the Week.
It doesn't matter if fans are arriving for the home opener or a matinee game months from now.
It is so nice to meet you.
Joe Bogus is going to treat them all like guests of honor.
So we're leaving the corporate offices, We're heading down to the commissary now.
He's the assistant commissary manager for Detroit Sports Service, the food and catering service for the Detroit Tigers.
This is our freezer here.
It's 13 degrees? Yeah,
It's
it feels
cold.
it.
You get used to it.
Commissary is another term for warehouse, and this one's packed with boxes of bratwurst and pallets of pretzels.
This is our large walk-in cooler.
Ah, the beer and pop.
A bevy of bottles, cans, and kegs galore. His team projects on opening day they'll sell over 1,400 gallons of pop, 5,500 gallons of beer, and 14,000 hot dogs.
What do you love most about it?
I'm just always been a sports enthusiast and very passionate about the Tigers, and I just love the environment here.
Since Joe took over his position in 2007, his boss estimates that he's been directly responsible in the receiving and distributing of over 10 million hot dogs.
Let's see if there's any more orders.
All right.
All right, you okay, Reggie?
His roster of 50 porters and housekeepers follows his game plan. His managers say he leads by example.
You ever see him interact with a guest? He's so passionate about this job, the sport, everything we do here. It's just, you can see it oozing out of him.
Loved talking sports, loves the Tigers, so he just brings a lot of energy to the unit, and he was dearly missed while he was gone.
He was gone for 5 weeks last spring. The day after he took this picture with his brother, Joe suffered a stroke.
So the stroke happened in the morning. I was getting ready to go to work, and I came back to work till 5 weeks later.
Only 5 weeks later.
5 weeks. I worked very hard in rehab.
And what may be even more remarkable is he staged that comeback while also battling cancer. His third reoccurrence of melanoma in 10 years, 7 surgeries, even chemo this past winter. His co-workers knew his medical bills must be mounting, so they came in with the assist, surprising Joe at the fundraiser at a bowling place, raising more than $4,000.
One of our managers actually won the 50-50 raffle and donated the $1,500 to Joe.
You have a guy like that on your team, you want to make sure he's taken care of on a personal basis he's irreplaceable to get here back in the park, so we make sure we take care of him.
You walk how many miles on average a game?
Well, I'm going to say 5 to 7 miles.
Wow.
Joe's job requires trekking the tunnel under the stadium seats while his Tigers round the bases above.
Does your office shake when on game days when all the people are packed in?
If there's a dramatic home run in the 9th inning and all the fans are yelling and screaming at once, yes, we can hear the vibrations.
You're like,
out
must
there.
have been a home run.
Always proud of his team.
Call this the 100 level or the main concourse.
And pleasing 41,300 of his fellow fans.
This is a pretty great place to work, Joe.
And that's why this ace on the commissary team is this week's Detroit 2020 Person of the Week.
It's beautiful.
At Comerica Park, Alicia Smith, 7 Action News.
A lot of dedication.
Well, glad we meet Joe, and I think all of his coworkers ought to be like co-persons of the week. It sounds like they're so supportive. That's great to see.
Yeah, that is wonderful.
Thank you, Alicia. There's still